there's a certain allure to exploring the world's most unsavory spots, isn't there? Places that are infamous for their grime, their stench, and their ability to make you wrinkle your nose in disgust. But despite their notoriety, there's something about these filthy places that piques our curiosity, that makes us wonder what it's like to walk through the doors of a place that's been dubbed the dirtiest in the world. And that's exactly what I'm doing today. I'm embarking on a journey to uncover the world's filthiest places, to delve into the depths of their dirtiness, and to find out what makes them so, well, filthy. From the environmental nightmares to the health risks, we're going to explore it all. So buckle up, because this is going to be a wild ride. And if you're squeamish, you might want to look away. But if you're like me and you're fascinated by the weird and the wonderful, then strap yourself in and let's dive in. The world's filthiest places are more than just a curiosity, though. They pose real health risks to those who live and work in them, and they have a devastating impact on the environment. Take the Citarum River in Indonesia, for example. It's often referred to as the world's most polluted river, with levels of pollution so high that they're literally off the charts. The health risks are staggering. People who live along the river are at risk of contracting diseases like cholera and typhoid fever, and the environmental impact is just as severe. The pollution in the Citarum River is so bad that it's affecting the entire ecosystem, from the fish that live in the river to the air that we breathe. But it's not just the Citarum River. There are countless other places around the world that are struggling with pollution and grime. From the streets of Mumbai to the slums of Nairobi, there are entire communities that are living in squalor, with little access to basic amenities like clean water and sanitation. And it's not just the people who are affected, the environment is also paying a heavy price. From the Great Pacific Garbage Patch to the pollution in our oceans, the impact of human activity is staggering, and it's not just the visible pollution that's the problem, it's the invisible pollution too, the pollution that we can't see or smell, but that's still having a devastating impact on our planet. So what can we do about it? That's a question for another time, but for now, let's take a closer look at some of the world's filthiest places. One of the most notorious filthy places in the world is the Dhaka Tannery Estate in Bangladesh. This is a place where the streets are literally paved with toxic chemicals, where the air is thick with the smell of rotting hides, and where the workers are exposed to some of the most hazardous conditions on the planet. But despite the dangers, the Dhaka Tannery Estate is still operational, with thousands of workers laboring in conditions that would be considered inhumane in most countries. And it's not just the workers who are affected. The environmental impact of the tannery is staggering, with toxic chemicals leaching into the local water supply and causing widespread pollution. Another place that's notorious for its filth is the Kibera slum in Nairobi, Kenya. This is one of the largest slums in Africa, with over 1 million people living in conditions that are barely fit for human habitation. The streets are narrow and winding, with open sewers running through the middle of them, and the houses are little more than makeshift shacks. But despite the poverty and the squalor, there's a vibrant community in Kibera, with people living and working and thriving in conditions that would be considered impossible in most parts of the world. And it's not just the people who are resilient, the environment is too, with plants and trees growing in even the most inhospitable of conditions. Then there's the infamous Great Pacific Garbage Patch, a swirling mass of plastic and debris that's so big it can be seen from space. This is a place where the pollution is so bad that it's literally choking the life out of our oceans, with millions of tons of plastic waste killing marine life and contaminating the food chain. But it's not just the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. There are garbage patches all over the world, from the Mediterranean to the Indian Ocean. And it's not just the oceans either. Our rivers, our lakes, and even our drinking water are all affected by pollution. As we explore the world's filthiest places, it's easy to get overwhelmed by the sheer scale of the problem. But there's one place that stands out above the rest. One place that's so shocking, so unexpected that it will leave you speechless. That place is the island of trash, a tiny island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean that's literally made of garbage. This is a place where the pollution is so bad that it's created a new ecosystem, with plants and animals living in a world of trash. The island of trash is a symbol of everything that's wrong with our society, a stark reminder of the consequences of our actions, but it's also a symbol of hope, a reminder that even in the darkest of times there's always a way forward. As we conclude our journey through the world's filthiest places, it's clear that there's a lot of work to be done. From the health risks to the environmental challenges, these places are a stark reminder of the consequences of our actions. But they're also a reminder of the resilience of humanity, of our ability to thrive in even the most inhospitable of conditions. And they're a reminder of the power of nature, of its ability to adapt and to survive even in the face of overwhelming odds. So, which place surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see more intriguing content, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.